We're back in Washington, D.C. at a conference of Students for Liberty. This topic, the war on drugs. Now, I get why people want a war on drugs. Drugs hurt a lot of people, and I had to work my brain around this to get to the point where I say, once you're 18 or 21, however you want to define it, you ought to be able to put anything in your body that you see fit. If you hurt yourself, that's your problem. What's the goal here? The goal is to protect us from ourselves. But how well is that working? Are the drugs harder to get at your campus than, say, alcohol? Are they? Easier. So making it illegal doesn't make it go away. Maybe a certain percentage of people will use or abuse intoxicants regardless of what the law is. My instinct as a parent is to say, I want a law, protect my kids, but it's not working. As you say, they can get it more easily than they can get alcohol. And it's harder to see the unintended consequences of these well-intended laws. But we ought to see them now, because now they're in our face. There's the crime. Almost all the drug crime isn't caused by people using these drugs and running out and committing crimes. They're caused because the law makes the drug illegal. Nicotine, our government says, is as addictive as heroin. Yet no one's knocking over 7-Elevens to get Marlboros. It's the law that causes the crime, because the sellers can't rely on the police to protect their private property, so they arm themselves and form gangs. And the buyers steal to pay the higher prices. If the purpose of the law is to protect us from ourselves, why is tobacco and liquor okay and cocaine not? Yes.
Hi, my name is Kelly Jemison, and I'm a senior at James Madison University in Virginia. In recent years, it's become a lot more evident the failures of the drug war. What do you think are some of the biggest factors that have increased public awareness? And do you think we could see legalization of drugs as a viable solution in our lifetimes?
Well, in our lifetimes, particularly for you, that's a long time. So I got to tell you, one thing that strikes me here is our last 3 presidents have all admitted that in their youth they used drugs. And presumably, they don't think it would have been good for them if they had been arrested and incarcerated. And I'm guessing that they don't think it would be good for the country if they had been arrested and incarcerated before they started their political careers. So I just do not understand the psychology of knowing that what you did in your youth, that your life would have been ruined if you had been arrested for doing. How can you arrest 1 million people a year for doing what you did?
Hi, Leah Palagashvili, George Mason University in Fairfax, Virginia. Public opinion is really important. How many more failures do we need to see in the drug war, or what do you think needs to happen to help change the public opinion on the war on drugs?
People have lives. They don't spend their time studying public policy issues. Drugs are bad, drugs are scary, and therefore they want a war on drugs. Politicians are paid to spend their time studying the evidence, and they're not doing a very good job of it. I thought when the 60s generation got into positions of power, that would change the drug war. Government programs and the fear of the other are both so powerful, so difficult to overcome, that I don't have a prediction.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Dana Modulewski from Harvard University and one of Students for Liberty's campus coordinators. A lot of people talk about how can we improve the life prospects of inner city minorities. Do you believe that one of the best ways we can improve their lives is to end drug prohibition?
Absolutely.
Yes. The most prosperous people in the community are drug dealers, people who are inherently in violation of the law, because that's the situation right now. It destroys respect for the law, respect for teachers and preachers and parents, because they all appear to be less successful than the flashy drug dealers. So it absolutely is devastating effects on inner city communities.
And what does it say to the kid who lives in that community? Where are the role models? The people with the money are the criminals, the people with the best cars and the best clothes. And why work for minimum wage at McDonald's when your little brother can make more as a lookout for the drug dealer. It just sends a terrible, distorting message to the poorest communities, but those poorest communities are also the ones most in love with big government and big government protection.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alexander Falkenstein. I'm from Arizona State University, and my question is, why hasn't there been more education on the benefits of decriminalization in foreign countries like Portugal?
Well, those of us who know about it have tried to educate. The Portugal story was not known, but is getting better known. It's been in important magazines, Newsweek, The Economist. It's been on television.
Let's just tell the story, which is that they decriminalized totally, and crime has gone down and drug use has gone down.
In fact, the U.S. drug czar went over there recently to try to get some evidence to refute this study, but if he got it, I haven't heard the refutation.